Hey, what's up, y'all? My name is Millennial Smark, and I'm back at it again with another video. I think it's time we talk about this. Now, I put this off long enough, and I've been saying to myself, okay, this man gets trolled a lot. Okay, we all get trolled. I get trolled, right? But my response to the trolling is to simply ignore the ones who are consistently coming to the channel and making the same remarks, right? There's no need to block. There's no need to censor. Let them have their fun. It's no big deal. I just know that I don't have to take you seriously, and there's no reason to have to engage with you, right? I'm only going to engage once with people who I don't see, who I happen to see as trolls. You know, make a joke or two, slap them down a couple times, and keep it moving. But the thing is, I'm just a normal person. I don't have Samantha Irving as a fiance or a wife. I'm not smashing Samantha Irving every single day whenever I fucking want to. I'm not what I would assume him to be, if not a millionaire, close to a millionaire. I would assume that he's working the best job he's ever worked in his life, and he's having so much fun doing it. This is just all presumptions that I think any normal person would make about Ricochet. If I had the life Ricochet is currently having at the moment, not only would you not see me on Twitter, you probably would never hear from me outside of seeing me on television, outside of, you know, seeing me in public, because there is no way in possible fucking hell that I'll be living my dream life, working my dream job, fucking my dream woman, and thinking to myself that I have any time to talk to the plebes on X and on Twitter. You know, I came across this tweet, and mind you, this is an old tweet, like 3 years ago, right? That I was reminded of. And Ricochet, because he got so much backlash for it, he ended up deleting the tweet. I never made a video on this, but it was brought up to my attention, right? It's a very old tweet, May 21st. Actually, no, not even. I believe it was, actually, I think it was in 2021. When Ricochet said to somebody, I'm not, and this is talking about Io Shirai, because someone made a tweet saying, oh, I think Io Shirai is one of the best high flyers in the industry today, right? And Ricochet responded with, I'm not saying she's not amazing. She 100% is, but I can do everything she can, probably even better. She can't do what I am capable of. Maybe not even half. And he ended up deleting the tweet, because I'm pretty sure he understood how much of a fucking man-child he sounded like, you know, obviously saying all that. Which he was. There's no sugarcoating that. That was absolute man-child behavior. That was tiny dick energy. And, you know, going back and seeing that tweet puts things into a bit more context, right? It makes it a lot more simpler to, you know, engage with, ingest, digest, however you want to say it. This man is so motherfucking insecure. I think Ricochet is one of the most insecure professional wrestlers currently going strong today. Whether you see him on videos reacting to people simply calling him bald, and him reacting in such a manic way that it is actually a meme. The whole "why you bald" thing, that is a meme because of how he reacted to it. And then you look at all the tweets, right? All the tweets coming down the horizon for Ricochet, right? Whether it's him responding to people commenting on his work in AEW, you know, whether it's people talking about, and honestly, it's such a fucking troll that I wouldn't even engage with it, even on a personal level right now. If something was that ridiculous, why the fuck would you even, people saying you are responsible for Samantha Irving being fired from WWE or leaving WWE or whatever. I think she left, my bad, not fired. But for you to have to respond to that, because here's my thing. One, It's pretty clear that you didn't. She left herself and she wanted to leave herself. But let's just hypothetically say you did do it. What personal business does that have to do with anybody else? Like, that's nobody's business besides yours and Samantha's. That is your financial situation. That is nobody else's business to give a fuck. Even if you did convince her to leave, you convinced her to leave. That's your lives. Ain't their motherfucking lives. But the fact that you even responded, the fact that you even engaged or went back and forth, and actually the same thing can be said about Samantha Irving too, because she also went back and forth with trolls on this also. Why? Why? Because you're super insecure, bro. You are mad insecure. You know, we got that previous comment that I highlighted on the community post with Ricochet. Actually, let me pull it up real quick because I can't remember specifically what was said. Hang on for a second. I'm gonna pull this up real quick. It's just amazing to me the levels of insecurity someone can go through when having so much like blessings, man. It is just crazy. You will never catch me engaging with any of you retards if that was the case. But oh, here it is right here. Okay, so he said, and I quote, well, I guess someone said anyways to Ricochet, saying, had to remind the world that I'm still the fucking man around here. And I guess he was highlighting New Japan Pro Wrestling, right? And then someone said, as I said before, anyways, and then Ricochet went, why do you even follow if you don't like me? And then someone said, put the phone down, Trevor. And Ricochet told them to suck his dick. Which is a based response. I'm not saying it's not a based response. I'm not even saying that he shouldn't have to. Look, again, here's my thing. I'm gonna put this out one more time. It's not the responding necessarily that I kind of have a problem with. It's the responding to the trolls, specifically knowing your position in life. Knowing your position in life. That's what's getting me. Like, if you want to respond, look, in the end of the day, he's going to do what he wants to do. Maybe he feels that this is the path that he has to go down in order to, I don't know, show his masculinity. I don't know. Again, I get it. You want to go back and forth with the trolls. I used to have that same type of attitude before I realized, what's the point? There's no point. You slap down a couple and you just keep it going because they're always going to be there. And if anything, that just kind of makes the engagement more fun. I don't have to do anything anyways, man. I got my subscribers are going to probably have my back before I even do anything, right? I mean, they the homies, so who gives a fuck in the end of the day, right? And I'm pretty sure your fans are the same way too. They'll clap back on behalf of you if it means anything. But again, this also comes back, and I said this earlier, to my main problem with Ricochet, and it's the insecurity. Did you guys see that video that he did with Chris Van Vliet? When Chris Van Vliet was like, people having troubles and the struggles with your in-ring style, man. It's crazy. You know, I go down a buffet or I go down a restaurant or whatever the case may be, and I see food and I say to myself, I don't like that food, but I like that food. But I come back to this food and I say, you know what? I really don't like this food. And I'm going to tell you why I don't like this food. And I'm going to highlight it on social media. And I'm going to present my argument as to why this food right here, even though I can absolutely ignore it, it absolutely tastes like shit. It is disgusting. I hate it. And he's not wrong. Again, same argument. He's not wrong. Makes all the sense in the world. But if that's the case, then why do you give a shit overall? Look, I say the same thing all the time when it comes to people and their hypocritical arguments when coming to my videos. They'll say things like, you don't like it, don't watch it, while they're on my channel actively watching my videos, watching them, not liking it. Like, it's all a hypocritical stance in the end of the day. I get it. But for Ricochet, once again, buddy, home skillet biscuit, you got Samantha pussy at home. You ain't got any kind of pussy. You got the Samantha pussy at home. Okay? You got the Samantha pussy. And again, you got the money in the bank on top of the Samantha pussy. Why? Why do you give a slight, not even a single, the slightest fuck? And he keeps doing this. He keeps engaging with so many people on Twitter. You know, I think the problem is the fact that Ricochet, and I could be wrong about this, I'm going to play a little bit of psychoanalyst here. I think as you get older, right? Ricochet, he's not too far from 40. I know some people may not realize that because he still looks very, very young. He keeps up with himself, very agile still. But is he as agile? But is he as fast? Is he as young? I think Ricochet, looking around, seeing it, the world around him, right? The professional wrestling world around him, seeing the culture that he helped influence, right? The whole high flying stuff, the spectacle, the choreographed moves, all that good shit. Seeing what he has actually influenced within the wrestling space, and seeing so many young talent who are doing it better than him currently at the moment. Not through any fault of his own. They're super young. He's getting towards that age. He can't keep doing it like that. Hey, if you ask me, probably about 10 years ago, everybody will mostly agree that Ricochet is the best high flyer on the planet. You can't be the best high flyer on the planet at age 35, age 36, while there's some 21, 22-year-old who can do what you did that you can't do anymore. You know, there are people who are around you who are going to look better. There are people around you who are going to wrestle better. There are people around you who are going to be more innovative. And I think he sees that, and he understands that currently at the moment, right? He understands currently at the moment that, well, how do I get around? What? Not even how do I get around, but I'm understanding how this is actually occurring. I understand that this is now necessarily happening around me, and there's nothing that I can do. But I think he recognizes that. And I wouldn't even be surprised if he's one of those guys, maybe low key, maybe not outwardly, not as outwardly, but I wouldn't be surprised if he has the same personality and the same mentality as a Macho Man Randy Savage. You know, very insecure in regards to Miss Elizabeth, because everybody has eyes on Miss Elizabeth. Oh yeah, let me put you in the room, lock the doors. Yeah, we can't have any men staring at you. Oh yeah, we can't have any guys over there. Where are you looking at there, buddy? Turn your head. Eyes over Miss Elizabeth. That was a terrible Macho Man impersonation, but you get what I'm trying to say, right? I wouldn't be surprised if he's one of those guys, man. One of those guys to see Samantha maybe talking to someone for a little bit too long, and him pulling a David Ruffin, walking up. Someone go grab that bitch. Bring her ass over here. We leaving. But we just got here, David. We just got here, David. Get your ass over here, woman. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the kind of attitude that he actually has. Maybe I'm wrong, but it doesn't really seem that way when you look at certain examples as far as how he portrays himself on social media. You have a good thing, my guy. Having to constantly go back and forth with trolls on YouTube, or I guess X, my bad, or Instagram, or whatever the fuck you're doing nowadays. I wouldn't even be surprised if Buddy got a burner account. You want to bet Ricochet ain't got a burner account? He ain't taking up for himself and other accounts, looking at other people talking shit about him. Him jumping on to the other burner account saying, Ricochet's number one still. He's the best. He's awesome. He's so great. He's so great. Awesome. He's so great. I love him. Saying about himself, obviously. I wish in life that I had the opportunities that a Ricochet has in returns to getting that bag, in returns to getting that pusher. I wish I had those opportunities. Give me them opportunities. No one ain't seeing me for months, maybe even years. You know what? Fuck it. Centuries. You ain't gonna see me for centuries, all right? Fuck. Millennia. You're never gonna see me ever again in life. Because I'm sad. I'm done. I'm good, bro. I'm still scrolling through some of these tweets, bro. It is crazy. While I'm talking to you guys, I'm actively scrolling through the tweets that he's making on his platform. And it's just crazy the amount of people he's arguing with. And he's been doing this for a long period of time. And the majority of these comments that I'm seeing is, why do you not like my wrestling? That's his whole thing. Why do you not like my wrestling? You know, that argument goes both ways, right, Ricochet? When you say things like, oh, well, if you don't like the style of wrestling that I put across, then you can just go away. Bro, look, in the end of the day, you work for AEW, right? There ain't no going away for you. You have to be there. Just like me, when I have to review AEW, I'm here. I'm established. I gotta be here, right? That's an establishment. I gotta be here. People in my subscription box expect me to review the show, right? I'm a wrestling commentary channel. I have to give my opinions. Like you are wrestling for AEW. You are not going anywhere. But you know what I don't do, right? You know what I don't do? If there's somebody who is coming after me basically just for my opinions, not maliciously attacking me, but actually coming at me for my opinions, I ain't gonna go in their video. I ain't gonna comment in their comment section. I've been talked about before. I know people who have talked about me before. There's no reason to. I've had people in the comment section come to me and say, hey, this guy's talking shit about you. Okay. Is he lying on me? Or is it just that he disagrees with what I'm saying and he's attacking my premise? Oh, if he disagrees and he's attacking my premise and he's keeping everything in the context, okay, bet. That's just it then. That's life. Keep it going. Keep it going. No one is lying on what Ricochet is producing in the ring. They just disagree and they don't like the fact that he's doing that style. It's really not that hard. I suggest Ricochet gets off of X, and I suggest Ricochet, he should go fuck Samantha and his pile of money and not let people on X get to him. Because man, oh man, the more and more you do that, the more and more you keep acting this insecure. You don't recognize how much you're feeding the trolls, bro. Trust me, I understand. I had to learn it the hard way. Don't bait them. Don't throw the line in the water, okay? Don't bait them. Trust me, sooner or later they'll go away. Because me, personally, I don't give a fuck about Ricochet. I don't like his wrestling. And quite frankly, I'm not going to pretend that I do. But you know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm not going to do? Engage with it. And keep it moving. Because I don't care. Ricochet, I suggest you do the exact same thing. Alright, buddy? My name is Millennial Smart, and I'll be catching you guys later. Deuces. P. Ice.